Well, hello again, world. It's North Dakota Transplant coming at you with an update from Williston, North Dakota. I decided to take everybody on a ride through Williston today. We're pulling out of the Best Western Plus Inn and Suites, where I happen to be staying on this particular trip. Obviously some kind of equipment place right there. We've got Walmart right across the street, which is pretty handy if you just need something real quick. Don't even have to start the car up. That's the Williston Walmart side view. How in the world is everybody doing? It's cold today in North Dakota. We have some warm weather on the way though. It's supposed to be close to 40 here tomorrow. That's pretty good for February in North Dakota. We're in the teens and windy and a little gloomy today. I've been hanging out, but hibernating wasn't working all day. I had to get out of here and do something. This seemed like a great idea. Let's take everybody on a ride in Williston. As far as an update goes, as long as the price of gas keeps going down, the problems for people in this town just keep going up. I'm going to show you a section of apartments over here that we're coming up on now. The construction crews are gone. Nobody's doing anything. They're just sitting here. This is a brand new Badlands Plaza over here to our right. Golden China Buffet. All of this stuff is brand new, and unfortunately most of the new apartments here are empty. It's kind of amusing in a way. The apartment managers here are going around to all the businesses trying to get people to rent their apartments. But yeah, here's an example of what's happening in Williston, North Dakota right now. A lot of apartments that were being constructed. As I said, there's nobody working. The buildings are just kind of sitting here right now. A couple of apartments in this Valley Rental section. Looks like the maintenance crews are working a little bit, but it's not the best situation for Williston, North Dakota. I know back OPEC made the announcement that, you know, they were going to not decrease production of oil even though the demand had gone way down. That would have been like Thanksgiving 2014 when they made the announcement. Isn't that nice, the day that we celebrate the pilgrims settling in our continent? Anyway, the primary purpose of their failure to reduce production was to target American oil and specifically American shale oil recovery. We're going to go ahead and flip a U-turn right here. There's not a whole lot going on down this road. We're kind of out on the western edge of town a little bit. The Walmart and the hotel that I'm in are at 42nd Street. If you head west from here on Highway 2, you just get a little bit further out of town. We'll go ahead down here and take a right and take you through the $1 Million Way, they call it. It's the main drag of Williston. You'll find most of your fast food restaurants and such on the $1 Million Way. But again, OPEC's mission to shut down American shale has succeeded, I'm sure, better than they may have even imagined. I think it's a shame that America's in the situation where another group of foreign countries can have so much control over our economy. And yes, I know that you're sitting out there going, hell, I'm loving the price of gas. You know, I like the price of gas too, but again, I'll say it again, I would gladly pay a little bit more for my gas if it would put all of these people back to work and get our oil industry fired back up again, because there's been so much money invested in this area that we really need to pay a little bit more for our gas, folks. Hate to say it, I know there's people out there cursing me right now. Other than that, news from Williston, I don't know, since I was here last, I don't know, I think it was since I was here last, they got rid of the 2 strip bars downtown. The city voted to, you could either keep the strippers and get rid of the booze, or keep the booze and get rid of the strippers. So the 2 strip bars are closed down now downtown, and they were directly across the street from the Amtrak train station. So anybody coming by train, that's what they were greeted with. But not anymore. If they want to have a strip club in Williston now, they have to move it to the outskirts of town in an industrial-only type area. Okay, so we're coming up on 2nd Ave, the $1 Million Way, 42nd Street right now. We're going to hang right here. I'll take you all the way down the drag. We're sitting here about 12:45 on a Saturday afternoon. Normally, traffic would be unbearable, but as you will notice as we drive through, it's not very crowded here anymore, folks. There's probably, I've heard estimates between 20 and 35,000 people that have been laid off since November of 2014 in Williston. What else is going on here? They also voted to get rid of all the man camps in Williston, so as of July of this year, it will no longer be legal to have a man camp in Williston, North Dakota. And anybody that's following some of the technical stuff, we're a rig count right now in the area about 41, whereas we were close to 200 or a little over that towards the end of 2014. So dramatic difference in what's going on up here as far as American oil. Looking around here, we're just coming up on pretty much the beginning of the $1 Million Way. It starts here at about 26th Street East and 2nd Ave. The hotel that I used to stay at is just up here to the left, the Mainstay Suites. Actually, I've found the Best Western to be quite a bit nicer. Not that the people weren't nice at the Mainstay Suites, but you know, we've got a pool here at the Best Western. We've got a hot tub. You know, the rooms are bigger. They're a little more nicely furnished. About the only thing I would say negative was you get a mini fridge here at the Best Western, where Mainstay had a full-size refrigerator with a freezer and everything. So, but anyway, we'll pan over here. You can see Applebee's right there. The Mainstay would be that taller building just to the right of Applebee's. And there's the nice Welcome to Boomtown sign, Williston, North Dakota. God, hate to say it, it's barely a snap, crackle, and pop town right now. But anyway, we'll cruise on through the $1 Million Way. I don't want to run too long with this. I know it's not all that exciting. But, you know, there are still more people in this town than it was set up for, so you don't have any of the long lines to wait in anymore. You can get in and out of Walmart just like you would anywhere else. And the retail jobs are still available, not quite as abundant as they were. You've got some of the folks are trying to survive in their retail job until this oil thing fires back up again. Apartment costs have come way down. You can get a 1-bedroom apartment now for around $800. 2 bedrooms for around, I don't know, $1,100-1,200 range. So yeah, I mean, some benefits to the boom crashing, but not to anyone's benefit who has made the investments up here. So we're just looking around here. Like I said, this is the main drag. You've got the Subway there. You've got Dakota Farms restaurant, Pizza Hut. There's a little bowling alley here. It's got a Chinese buffet inside the bowling alley. The El Rancho Motel over here to our right, one of the older hotels. They've completely remodeled. A lot of the older places have had to remodel up here because of everything new. So they have also invested a lot of money that they're hoping to be able to regain as well. Well, folks, we're going to be hanging a right up here. I'm headed over to Trenton today. There's a cigarette shop over there. I believe it's actually on part of the Indian reservation, so the smokes are a lot cheaper. I'm going to go grab me a carton of cigarettes. Hanging out in Williston. Keep the comments and the questions and the requests coming. I do my best to fulfill any request from you. My biggest attributes to this whole thing. If it weren't for you folks out there, I wouldn't even still be bothering with this. But you make it exciting. If you like what you've seen or want to see, tell your friends. And again, have a great rest of your weekend. I'm going to try and get this posted when I get back to the room, and we'll update everyone again at my next opportunity. Have a great week, everybody. Bye.